Take your piece and fold it in half long ways and make a crease. Open it up and take the edge and fold it just to the middle crease you made. Flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. I am finger pressing mine, but you will want to use an iron. Now fold your piece in half. We are essentially making double fold bias tape. Here is mine after I pressed it with my iron. Open up the fabric and take the fusible fleece and place it just to one side of the center fold. You will want to center it in this section, leaving 1/4 inch on either end. Used my iron and followed the manufacturer's instructions to put my fusible fleece on the fabric. Now we are going to slide the clasp onto the strip and open up our short ends and match them up right sides together. And you will want to make sure that the folds line up on both pieces. Then I'm going to place some pins to hold it in place, and I'm going to take it to my machine and sew 1/4 inch seam. Once you've finished sewing the seam, you will fold the fabric back up so it is one continuous loop along the folds that we made previously. And once you get it all the way folded around, we are going to take it to the machine and sew. I am going to sew 1/8 of an inch along the edge all the way around this loop. I am going to start at the seam and backstitch when I start and stop sewing, sew all the way around. Slide the clasp out of the way as you sew. Now I'm going to sew 1/8 of an inch on the other side so the piece is symmetrical. I'm going to start once again on the seam that I made, backstitch when I start and stop sewing, sew all the way around, and slide the clasp out of the way as I'm sewing. This is optional, but I switched to a zipper foot to make sure that I can get as close to the ring of the swivel clasp as possible. You can use a regular foot as well. I'm going to start in the middle and backstitch, and then I'm going to continue sewing and backstitch again, and that is it. Our piece is finished.